Hey, what's up guys? I want to make a tutorial / review video about Starry Landscape Stacker. This program is for Mac computers and can be downloaded through the App Store. For 20 bucks, I highly recommend this program for night photographers that really want to lower the noise in their picture but still maintain sharpness. I'm constantly trying to improve the quality of my Milky Way photography, and I really love using star trackers for sharp stars and less noise. However, I can't always bring my star tracker gear with me, so this is a great alternative. Also, if you financially can't buy a star tracker which costs a couple $100s or more, this software is your next best thing. Now let's get started with the program. Now unfortunately, Starry Landscape Stacker doesn't recognize RAW files, so you will have to export them out as TIFF files or JPEGs. For this tutorial, I'm going to use JPEGs just to kind of speed up the process. TIFF files are larger files and can bog down your system a little bit. So you want to go to File, Open, select your files. I have 5 consecutive photos of the night sky. I was at Joshua Tree National Park. This was taken with my Nikon D800 at 14 millimeters wide, f2.8, ISO 6400, shutter 15 seconds. And what you want to do is separate your sky from your foreground. And the way this software does that is with these red dots. So see how we have some down here? We want to get rid of those. So you want to go to Remove Red Dots and just erase them away. Now this technique is very similar to using Photoshop and Smart Objects and then stacking photos. The only thing is you would have to manually align your sky, which is pretty tedious. So the fact that this software does that for you is excellent. So now we remove the foreground dots. We want to go back and add dots all around the perimeter of the sky. Trees are a little tricky, that's why I chose this image, just to show you how good this software does. Doesn't have to be perfect. See this empty area? I'll throw a couple more dots in here and in between the tree a little bit. The closer you get it, the less work you have to do later. Alright, that's pretty close. So once you get that done, you're going to hit Find Sky. So anything that's blue is sky. See how it missed a couple spots? So we want to make sure we're on sky. This is our paintbrush size, and just paint over this. Sometimes the edges don't really get picked up too well, so you want to definitely hit these up. Now for this tree, we want to zoom in. You can press Z, and you can change your brush size so it's a little smaller, and then paint in between the branches right here. I'm going to speed this up so you don't have to wait. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect. I'm just kind of doing this pretty rough. Hit ground. See how I got a little bit on this branch, some blue, so I want to change the brush to ground and paint that back. Alright, that's pretty good. You can really get meticulous with it. Just for this tutorial though, I'm going to keep it as is. So once you've accomplished that, you're going to hit Align and Save. And that's going to align the stars, and you're going to notice a better quality foreground because it's going to do the average of all the pictures. Awesome. Now we could actually scroll through the images if you wanted. This is the composite shot. So we're going to save this out. This is your final image. This is the foreground and the sky, blended together, it tracked the stars. It it has less noise in the foreground. And let's name this Joshua Tree Milky Way, and we'll save it in the same folder with the others. Now this is another option where it will actually just save the sky only, and your tree and your foreground will be blank. So if you want to do adjustments to the sky by themselves, you have that option, which is pretty cool. Alright, so that's saved. We can close this out. And if we go over to our folder, here's the one where it's just the sky. And here's the overall image. Now I want to import a single shot of the Milky Way and the stacked photos so you can see a side-by-side comparison. Look how clean this image is and still retains detail. It really does a fantastic job and will help you take your images to the next level. If you want to sell your photos to stock agencies or print them really big, you need to reduce the noise and have a crisp image. This software will help you accomplish that. And before I go, here's some quick tips. For best results, make sure you're shooting on a tripod with a shutter release cable to ensure the camera did not shake or move slightly. You want to shoot the stacked photos consecutively, meaning if you plan to stack 5 photos, you want to shoot them one right after another. When dealing with star movement, you don't want to allow too much time to pass in between shots because it'll be harder for the software to line it up later. I've noticed my best results with 5 to 10 photos at shorter exposure times and higher ISO. This will give me sharper stars and noisier images, but when we stack it, the noise will not be an issue. So if you normally shoot the Milky Way at ISO 3200 and shutter speed 25 to 30 seconds, try changing your settings to ISO 6400 and the shutter speed to 15 seconds times 5 images. This seems to give me the best results. Experiment with different exposures and don't be afraid to push your ISO to higher numbers that you normally wouldn't be comfortable using. Hopefully this helped you guys out. Please subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Thanks.